Hi everybody, welcome back to Cupid's Tarot. I'm your girl Cupid and I'm in a great mood today. I'm in the mood for some tea, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it would be a great opportunity to do a reading on what's the gossip about you? What are people saying about you? You know what I mean? I haven't done this video yet and I have been wanting to, ask some more interesting questions. And I'm also thinking of starting doing polls for you guys if you're interested in that, where you can just, that way I can get feedback on what videos you want me to do, okay? So today, wait, is there anything else I want to say? Ooh, I wanted to say that if you're not subscribed to my channel, then go ahead and subscribe. Welcome to the club. Welcome to Cupid's Club, okay? And make sure to give this video a like if this reading resonates, or if you just enjoy being here, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's just go ahead and get into the groups. I have 4 groups for you today. I hope that's not too much for me. I just felt like doing 4 groups. So group 1 will be this clear quartz. Group 2 will be this clear quartz. It's like an angel-y, I forgot, some type of angel-y type of clear quartz. It kind of looks like it has a holographic film through it. So pretty. This is a clear marble. This cute little clear marble that I found. And this nice chunky clear quartz. Okay. Alright, see, they're all clear, but they're all kind of different. Now, if you need a moment to decide your group, you can take that moment. I will be inserting a picture here, and I will see you at your video. Your reading. Hi, group 1. You chose this video. I said it again. You chose this clear quartz, okay? I honestly can't decide which clear quartz is my favorite, but I absolutely, yeah, I really can't decide which is my favorite. Like, they are all uniquely beautiful. But anyway, let's get into your reading. Let's see, what are they saying about you, group 1? What's the gossip about group 1, Spirit? Ooh, 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. What's the gossip about group 1? I'm hearing somebody say that it's something about being trusted. Maybe you're flaky. Maybe you're a bit of a flake. Maybe you're late to things. Maybe somebody doesn't feel like you know how to, you seem disorganized, possibly. Or maybe they think you're all over the place. Maybe somebody's saying you don't know how to prioritize. We have 8 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Ooh. I feel like somebody thinks you work too much and you don't know how to balance work and other things. Maybe they don't feel like you have a life. Somebody's saying maybe you don't have a life. Oh, I meant to say this in the intro. Okay, so I should have said before so everybody could hear, but take it as it resonates. You know if it's for you. If it's not for you, do not stress it. Also, what people are saying about you, what the gossip about you. Sorry, I'm just spraying this this Mom's Apple Pie air freshener. It's so good, and it comes in this nice red can, so I love it. Anywho, yeah, don't take it so personal. This is just because we're nosy, right? We all want to know what people are saying about us, okay? So for one, I definitely see that someone is saying that you work a lot and you don't really know how to prioritize work and fun or work and family. It could it really could be anything, but looking at this Wheel of Fortune to me is always about having more and being abundant and having opportunity, being free to, you know, like, it's just like this nice endless flow of opportunities, you know, continuously, consistently. And I feel like, you know, and it's also number 10, a completion card, right? It's fulfillment. So it's like, and it came out in the reverse. And the more I read tarot, the more, it's like sometimes I feel you know, I don't have a rule for reversals. I just kind of go with the flow of things. But it did come out in reverse, and it instantly made me feel, especially with this Two of Pentacles here, this person feels like maybe you miss out on a lot of stuff, okay? They feel like you have to miss out on a lot of things because you work all the time, or you're working on something. It might not have to be like a government job, but it could be something that does earn you money on the side, or it's an alternative business venture from something that you're doing. Maybe it's just, maybe you're building a skill. It's just something that you're working on. There's something else that you have to work on is keeping you from being able to enjoy life or take advantage of the opportunities of life, okay? This Seven of Wands came out. Somebody thinks you're stubborn, okay? Somebody thinks you're stubborn. Let me get this deck out. What's the gossip about Group 1, Spirit? What's the gossip about Group 1? The Lovers. What's the gossip about Group 1? What's the gossip about Group 1? People talk about your relationships. We have the Hangman. Ooh. Somebody thinks you're in love with somebody. What's the gossip about Group 1, please? About Group 1. 9 of Coins. 9 of Coins. Interesting. It's interesting. Gossip about you. Somebody feels like you work too much to have a relationship. Let's see. Yeah. There's somebody who likes you. There's this 9 of Coins. You see this bird sitting on these seashells? It's like you're saving for something. Or you're working hard towards something, and you're holding out. You're holding out so that you can make this happen. You have to hold on to something in order to get to where you are. You can't, you know, whatever this is, it requires you to have a lot of discipline, because you have to hold out in some way. This, because it takes time, okay? And they feel like this 4 of Coins here, you know, you're withholding yourself from things. You're closed off in a strategic way. I always feel like 4 of Coins is also about strategy. You know, you're not just, you know, you're not pouting. You're not throwing a tantrum. This is a strategic decision to withhold things, like budgeting, okay? So they see you as somebody with a plan, okay? Oh, this suddenly turned into I feel like this is a specific person because it's supposed to be what is the gossip about you. But this could be multiple people saying this about you, group one. But I feel like for most of you, it's just one person saying this. Don't worry, we are going to get into who is saying it, right? Like who's saying it. But let's see. Wheel of Fortune again. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, we have a King of Coins. Ooh, interesting, because over here at the bottom of the deck, there's the King of Pentacles as well. So, you could be a masculine, group one. You could be a masculine. There's so many cards. I know I'm usually more structured, but I felt like just going with the flow of things today, you know, just to have fun. But we have Ace of Coins also at the bottom of the deck. So I'm looking at these King of Coins, these King of Pentacles, and I'm thinking to myself, like, this person sees you as somebody who takes yourself, you take yourself very seriously, and you take what you're pursuing very seriously. Whatever you're working on, you take your responsibilities very seriously. Like I said, with this Seven of Wands, you're stubborn. So you definitely have a lot of earth in your chart. Okay, you have a lot of earth in your chart, but you are passionate, because these Wheel of Fortunes are also here. And that's why this person even feels this way, because they know that you you want a lot for yourself, and they know that you have a lot of desire, but you're a very earthy individual. So this desire manifests itself as, you know, work and structure and organizing. And I mean, and those are just generic ways to describe earth signs. I'm a Virgo with a cat moon. You know, peace to the homies. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, they know that you're so passionate and you want a lot for yourself, but they feel like you're just working so hard and you're closing yourself off. You are not allowing yourself to really enjoy, because this is the Lover. So this lets me know that this is somebody you either had a relationship with or you knew personally, but it just didn't become a relationship. Okay, this could be an ex or a friend. This could have been a friends with benefits. This also doesn't have to be romantic, I'm hearing. Even though the Lovers is here, I feel like this could also just be a soulmate or a twin flame. This could be somebody who's just a best friend. This could be somebody, you know, a partner in crime. You know, I had one of those. And, you know, this person is just somebody you're so close to, and they know you like the back of their hand, basically, is what I'm saying. You know, this could really be like your best friend. Or a sister or actual twin sibling. Alright? But that's why this person, and you know, that makes sense, because right out the gate with this, I was like, oh, so somebody, because this is the type of gossip that comes from people who know you very personally. You don't know how to prioritize. You're not having enough fun. I don't know. In my opinion. Or just that's how the energy felt. It felt like somebody who, the energy just felt kind of out of pocket if they didn't really know you like that. If that makes sense. But they hold you in high regard. They definitely, this is somebody who really respects you. And they just feel like you're kind of just stuck. You're not seeing the bigger picture, okay? You're stuck in your mind about how to, you know, do what you're doing. You have a limited mindset in regards to whatever it is and why you're not able to prioritize. It's like they want you to hear them out. Or they want you to because they're not really speaking. It's kind of like they're watching from the sidelines. They're watching from the sidelines. They are kind of hoping that... I'm looking at the Hangman here. It's like about your mind, your mindset. They feel like you... It's about your time. It's about your time. They feel like you're not realizing that you need to use the time you have now. You know, ooh, with this wheel, because it's like a clock to me. You're not always going to have time, you know, they're saying. You're not always going to have time to see them, or to go to the place you want to go, or, you know, whatever it is that they feel you're not really taking advantage of. They're saying that you're not always going to have that time. You need to use it now. Ooh, do I even need to get the other cards? Because I literally... It's okay. Let's see what else. Let's just use the other decks. Are they saying anything else about group 1? Oh, I just got 2 cards. We got Justice and Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So this Justice here, it definitely makes me feel like they're still talking about your priorities, balancing things, you know, figuring out the right thing to do. But even though you are a very disciplined person, they are seeing you as still looking at this in a very immature way with this Page of Pentacles. It's like you have a lot more to learn. I'm hearing them say, you think you know, but you don't know. Okay? You don't know everything. You don't know everything. This definitely feels like somebody close to you. It feels almost familial. Oh! Sorry, but my feet just fell asleep. Oh my gosh. Let me, is it gonna go away? Let me pause. Hi, I'm back. My bad. My feet fell asleep and it was so uncomfortable, okay? Alright. But yeah, this feels very, very familial. This is somebody close to you. I feel like you've lived with this person. Ooh. Queen of Cups. Maybe it could be a mother. I just got the King of Cups out too. Interesting. These are probably your parents. That's interesting. That's these are your parents. I feel for some of you, if this is, I feel like for some of you this is your parents. I'm just gonna leave it at that. They want you to reevaluate your priorities. They could feel like they're holding you in high regard. So I'm not gonna say that they feel like you're not putting energy into the right thing, but they feel like you're looking at it all wrong and you're not really, maybe they want you to reach out. With the Lovers here, the Lovers, because their love created you. Okay? It was their love that created you, and that's how they feel about you. They feel like you are a manifestation of their love for one another, and they are just concerned. Maybe it's school, okay? Maybe this is school, and because of school, you haven't been able to spend a lot of time with them. Maybe you haven't seen them in a while. The Seven of Pentacles came out. Maybe they feel you're in a hurry. The Wheel of Fortune just came out again at the bottom of this deck. You just got it 3 times. Maybe they feel like you're in a hurry to achieve something. And so you're not really taking the time to enjoy life in the now. That's what they worry, that you're not really living life. You're not really having fun. You're not really enjoying yourself. And you're just, you know, whatever you're doing all the time. And they're afraid that you're going to miss out on some things. They don't really... Let me get this other deck out. What's up with this? Tell me more. The Emperor. You could be their son. The Emperor. Oh, the World just came out. It's like they just think you're growing up, okay? And, you know, they see you as someone growing up, getting older. You know, you're transforming. You're trying to become the man you want to be. I'm sorry if you're not a man, okay? That just came out. But that's because I'm getting a lot of masculine energy from this group, especially with these King of Pentacles out here. But I definitely feel like they see you working really hard to be the adult that you want to be the person you want to become, and they really, really respect it, and they are proud of you. I'm hearing them say they are very, very proud of you. They just want you to know that you can take your time, or you can take a break. You can go at your own pace. You can go at the pace that is the most fulfilling for you. You don't have to grind and sleep when you're dead, all right? And listen, I fell for that at one point. You know, thank God for not for too long, because this world wants you to think that you have to dedicate every single second of your life to work, produce. And I'm telling you right now, you're happier when you have balance throughout your life than when you are, you know, killing yourself so that you can rest when you're in your 40s. You know what I mean? Like, find balance now, okay? Every day counts, all right? Can I get another card? Just one more card for group 1. No? Justice at the bottom of the deck again. I feel like that's a message from Spirit, which is nice. What a segue into our oracle cards, because we are going to get a message from Spirit for you. We are going to get some advice in regards to this advice. But I feel like that was already Spirit saying, yes, your parents are absolutely right. You know, take the load off. It doesn't have to be hard, you know? You don't have to be stressed. What message does group 1 need to hear in regards to this reading? We have Archangel Azrael, celestial peace and unity. I love that, okay? That to me is saying prioritize your peace of mind. All right, unity, family, okay, union. This is what these people are in. The lovers, they are in union, okay? That your parents, they want you to, you know, prioritize love, prioritize happiness, prioritize family and your peace of mind, okay? Oh, I didn't mean to keep shuffling, but we also got Archangel Zapkiel, Gateway of Enlightened Consciousness. It's about your mind. This is about your mind. This looks like a head. It also kind of looks like a ring, but it looks like a head with, you know, a headpiece, right? Almost like the Hierophant or whatever. Like, it's like Spirit is telling you that finding this balance will make you more at peace than you can imagine, okay? This is bigger than, you know, health, you know, your bodily health. This is deeper than, you know, anything on that surface stuff. Like, Spirit wants you to know that this is not superficial advice, that this is required if you want to have that enlightened, you know, transformation of yourself. If you want the life you really want, if you want the mindset that you really want, it will require you, you know, it will require you to have this balance, basically, you know. It'll require you to have this balance. Ooh, these Gaia Oracle cards are so big. Evolution. I love that. Ooh, because remember, so the Emperor came out. When the Emperor came out, it was in reverse. So I flipped it over, and I was talking. This was about growing up, right? Being the person you want to become. Evolution. Okay. Spirit is saying if you really want to become this person, if that's really your goal, well, balance is needed, right? For you to really evolve, okay? You're not seeing the bigger picture with this Hangman here. You're not, I mean, I don't want to say that because this is what, because you could be balanced, but Spirit is saying basically that their concern is valid because balance is necessary. You know what I mean? You may think that you have balance. You may feel that you're balanced, and just from your parents' perspective, because they don't see you often, that's how they interpret it, that you're working too much. But Spirit is saying that their concern is one of love, and their concern is completely valid because it is going to require the balance of these priorities, the balance of your happiness and your you know, your survival. You have to balance those things if you really want to, you know, grow up and evolve, basically. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I want to get one more card. This is the Pear Tree Oracle. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the next group. So what does... Sunset. Okay, sorry, my aunt called and asked me if I wanted Chick-fil-A. Anyhow, you got sunset here, okay? Ooh, and I love this. You definitely have some fire in your chart, because there's all these like cyclical energies. You got the Wheel of Fortune like 3 times. Then you have this circle here. And then here with evolution, it looks like these 3 suns, okay? I feel like you have Leo in your chart heavily, but this is about you becoming the person that you are meant to become. Sunset, this person sets out, is that what I wanted to say? Let me look. It's like anticipating darkness or abandonment, but really it's about, I don't know if the card is actually about this, I can't remember, but I'm seeing this picture and I just feel like it's about knowing that, trusting that the sun will rise again the next morning. In this picture, he looks kind of worried about the sun setting. He's clutching his bow in his hand and the arrows are in the quiver or whatever. And I just get this energy of like worry, right? There's worry. And I feel like this is how your parents are looking, like they're saying, don't worry about time. Don't worry about doing everything right now. The sun will rise in the morning. There will be a new day. There will, there will be more opportunity. The wheel keeps turning, okay? And that's your advice. Like, don't worry, And if you're not worrying, that is so good. And I'm so proud of you, because we all have to get to that point where we don't stress so much. Let me tell you something. The planet Earth does not care about your career. I'll say that again. The planet Earth does not care about your career. The cosmos do not care about how much money you make. And if you believe in God, God also does not care. If you believe in multiple gods, they don't care. Nothing cares about how much money you make. Do what you have to do to survive on this planet. I'm not telling you not to do that, but I'm saying don't tie your soul up with it, because then you waste time. That's when you waste time. Then you forget to live. Then you don't enjoy life. Life is like a road trip to a road trip to a wedding, okay? Some of those movies. The wedding is just one single thing, and it's also part performance, and it's work, and yeah, you gotta, it's not freedom. It's a structured event, like a graduation ceremony. Boring. It means something cool, but it's boring. But the road trip there, the journey, when you stop to take a pee, and then you get some snacks from the gas station, and then you run up on some interesting landmarks, that's the part that matters. That's the part that makes it what it is. So don't get caught up. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling. That's all I have for you, Group 1. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this resonated, go ahead and like and comment, okay? Click that thumbs up button, and don't be afraid to leave a comment, all right, guys? I am anticipating comments. I want to know what you think. And like I said before, if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a video. All right? Goodbye, Group 1. Group 2. Welcome. I feel like I spent a lot of time on Group 1. Or it just gets dark really fast. I don't know. Anywho, I think maybe I should light one more candle or get another candle. I hope that's not too bright. I just need another candle, okay? Alright, let me take a sip and we'll get into what's the gossip about you. I am drinking this vanilla tea, and between you and I poured some Jack Daniels whiskey in it, the honey kind. It's so good. Okay, anywho, on to the cards. So what's the gossip about group 2? What's the gossip about group 2, Spirit? What's the gossip about group 2? What are people saying? Two cards came out. We have 8 of Wands and 10 of Cups. Okay, hold on. I'm hearing some of you have an opportunity coming in, or that has come in, and you might have to leave something behind. 2 of Pentacles came out. Yeah, maybe it's a travel opportunity coming in. There's something happening where you might need to travel, and it's gonna have you, it could be a work related thing, okay? And they're talking about you leaving your family or your friends or your happiness behind, something that makes you happy, leaving it behind. It's something that has to deal with your heart space. So like I said, it could be friends, family, it's some type of community. This 2 of Pentacles, they see you making this decision. All right. Judgment, yeah. I think they feel like you're going to leave them behind, yeah. 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Somebody is talking about you leaving people behind, traveling. Maybe you want to move to another state or another country. If you're not, you don't have to be in the United States, but you know, you could be moving out of your area. And with these Pentacles, I definitely feel like it has to deal with like work. Okay. What's the gossip about it too? Tell me more about this gossip. It's a lot of cards. Can I just get one card at a time, please, Spirit? What's the gossip about it too? Jeez. Four of Cups. this is something you're indecisive about. Or you've been taking a long time making this decision, I'm seeing. Or maybe they know that you're having a hard time making this decision. It's a lot of water here. So maybe they see you moving to another country. I'm getting with all this water, you could be moving to another continent. Seven of coins. Interesting. I feel like that's them. Or maybe that's how they see you. One more card, please, Spirit. They see you pondering what you're gonna do. Ooh, I hope y'all did not hear that. That was my neck. Queen of Wands. I want one more card. Okay, so I feel like you're somebody who wants to move. We got Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're somebody who wants to move to a different country. You want to live in a different country. Whoever's talking about this, they know that this is something that you want. They know that this is something that you've talked about a lot, and it's one of your goals. You want to go to another country. If this is not about going to another country for some of you, then it is about some type of move towards something that you're really passionate about, and they know, and they're talking about it basically taking you from them, or taking you from, you know, your, whatever community, because I do see this as a group of people, like a community that you're a part of. Maybe you won't have enough time for them anymore, or you work in a different part of the city and it's just time consuming. So it could be something like that for some of you, but for others, I feel like it is about moving across the ocean to another continent. I also feel like, I just feel like there's so many distractions. Anywho, with this Four of Cups, give me 1 second. I am so sorry, Group 2. Sorry, Group 2. I'm back again. Okay. So as I was saying, I absolutely feel like this person, they kind of see you just pondering this decision, even though they know that this is something that you really want and you would like to go towards it. Perhaps they feel like you are afraid of being alone, like leaving your community behind. That could be one of your concerns. Okay, let me get some more cards. Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles. Three of Wands again. Okay, so this could definitely be a work opportunity with this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like maybe your job wants you to go do something overseas. Maybe they're waiting for an answer. You haven't given them an answer yet. Maybe your family is waiting to see if you want to take this opportunity. The Lovers, okay. The Lovers came out in the last group also. We also have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Wow. Maybe you want to marry somebody. Maybe there's somebody you want to marry and you want to start a family with them. This Four of Pentacles here, I feel like this is somebody you want. There's somebody that you want to start a family with, or they want to start a family with you. And maybe you've talked about this. I feel like, and I'm getting one of, and it could be one of two of these messages, okay? The first message is that you would have to leave them to go overseas for this work opportunity, and that's why you're hesitant. And the other message is that they are already overseas for work, and you are looking for some type of opportunity so that you can travel to where they are and be with them. That's even more specific for some people, but I feel like that's for somebody, right? Like you're here and they went somewhere for work, and so now you're trying to figure out how to like meet them over there, right? Maybe you're trying to find work over there. You're looking for a job in that place so that you can go and be with this person, the Star. Yeah, because whoever's talking about this, and we are going to pull cards of who is saying this. I feel like, who is saying this? Because in the last group, it was very clear to me who was saying it before I even asked. But with this group, I'm looking at it, and it's not very clear. I can make guesses. It definitely, for some of you, could be the person that you want to be with, and they're talking about this to people, about how you got this new opportunity, and you might have to leave, and it might put off getting married. But I'm going to ask, hold on. Who is saying this about this here? I have 8 of Cups. Temperance. Let me get one more card. Who's saying this about this one, Spirit? Who's saying this about this? Got 7 of Pentacles. This is definitely, okay, this is definitely the person that you're with, okay? This is the person, with this Eight of Cups, they're thinking about you walking away from them and leaving them, okay? Seven of Pentacles, you got that twice as well. Temperance, yeah, I feel like this is the person that you're with. They're talking about you possibly leaving them to travel for work. It took us a while to get there, but it's very simple. But they know you want to do it, right? That's the T, maybe, right? They know that you want to do it, and they see you walking away. They are kind of sad about it. This Nine of Wands, they're kind of sad about it. They are kind of wishing that y'all could find some other way to, like, is there another solution? I'm hearing, like, is there another option? Is there another option? Is there... They are happy for you if this is a work opportunity. But there's a part of them that's kind of solemn, if that even is that even the right term to use. They are happy for you with this Fool. They know that this is an opportunity to, you know, really do something you want to do and take a leap of faith. They want you to take this leap of faith. I feel like this Two of Pentacles is also how their feelings are about this situation, especially with the Temperance. Like, they see you trying to make this decision, but in their heart, they're also trying to get to a place of balance in regards to this, because they also really, really want to be with you and don't really want to see you go. Okay. Six of Swords. Ooh, you got Six of Swords twice. It's just going around in circles now. It's just telling me stuff over and over. So let's just move on to the Oracle cards, okay? And these are for advice from Spirit in regards to this. What's Spirit's advice in regards to this? Shoot, that's too many cards. What's some advice for group 2, Spirit? What's some advice for group 2, Spirit? Alright, we have Heart, Soul, Messenger. Interesting. Archangel Sarakel. Interesting. I actually don't remember this card, but I do have the cute little booklet. First, I'll show you guys what it looks like. This is from the Archangel Light Code Oracle cards. I think they are literally so beautiful to look at, and the shapes are really nice. I'm trying to find this. Listen to the message coming softly from your soul. Do you hear it? Are you brave enough to follow it? Who knows what will happen if you do? Take the chance to be brave. Take the chance to grow your wings and fly. So already I feel like Spirit is telling you to take the opportunity if you want to take the opportunity. I know, just from what I'm seeing here, it's really not a situation of right or wrong. And it doesn't seem like your person is mad or angry. It is a matter of you doing what you want to do. They know that this is something that you want. So Spirit is saying, take the opportunity. And if you can make things work, and if you can balance things out, whether that be a long distance relationship or they come with you, or what have you, whatever solution you can make to balance this out, if you can, Spirit is saying all the more power to you. Can I get one card? We have healing here. It says reconnecting with your true nature. 33 might be important. I didn't even look at the numbers for these, but that's because y'all had a lot of repeating numbers, repeating cards. But 33 is important here. And to me, what this Spirit is saying, maybe you've been putting off a lot of what you want to do for a minute, or there's just this part of you that hasn't really been nurtured in terms of a sense of exploration, I feel. And Spirit is saying this will be good for you, right? Doing what you want to do and just taking the opportunity. It's kind of like no matter what happens, going on this journey, if it is a move, like a physical going to another country, you know, you'll have to get used to the culture, the location, maybe even the language. And the Spirit is saying that is going to fulfill you regardless, and you're going to get something out of it regardless. And also, you can figure it out. I'm hearing friendship. Aww, friendship. Okay, I'm hearing a couple things. One, Spirit wants you to know that friendship goes the distance, okay? And friendship is what keeps people together. So, like I said, if possible, this person can come to you if it's that deep, you know. You know, if y'all are like in love and really want to get married, you know, I'm seeing with this 10 of Cups. So to me, that's like really long-term, serious relationship, start a family vibes. For some of you, this is your family. But if not, you know, if y'all are really that serious about each other, then y'all can find a way. I'm hearing Spirit say. And also on top of that, for some of you, if this is not something that can last, make some friends. Make some friends, okay? So, ooh, travel at the bottom of the deck. Travel. Spirit is telling you to go. Spirit is telling you to travel. Take this opportunity. Leave. Hop on that plane. Wow, I'm kind of blown away by this reading, guys. Just how it ended. Everything just coming together. I wish you the best on your opportunity. First of all, I'm also very proud of you and happy that you have this opportunity. And I feel like if this, never mind. Anyway, I'm going to end your reading there. Thank you for watching, and if this resonated, like this video, click that thumbs up, okay? And leave a comment, especially if this resonated, because like I said, I'm proud of you. I am happy for you. I'm so excited for you. And if you want to be notified whenever I post new videos, go ahead and subscribe, all right? Also, if you would like to receive a private reading, all information for that will be in the description box below, all right? Goodbye, group 2. Oh my goodness. Group 3, you've chosen this marble, okay? Let's see what the gossip is about you. Let's see. And what is the gossip about? Group 3 spirit. What's the gossip about group 3? We have 6 of Wands. Ooh, 3 of Swords. Knight of Cups. You're moving on from a heartbreak. That's what I see here. A past relationship. Can I get one more card? This came out in the reverse. I'm just going to leave him. Okay. Something happened with a past relationship. With this 6 of Swords, I definitely feel like you're putting something in the past. You're moving forward. See, because I can't see his face. So it's not like, it's like moving forward and not looking back. And your emotions. It's like, I saw this, the 9 of Cups. So it's like you're taking your emotions, you're taking your love, and you're turning away from this 10 of Pentacles, okay? So maybe it was a long-term relationship. Maybe you live with this person. Interesting. This person could have did something behind your back. I definitely got a cheating vibe coming from this. But somebody could have, because there's 7 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So, you could be moving from somebody who lied about something or did something behind your back. What's the gossip about group 3? What's the gossip about group 3? Uh-oh. I feel like this is a home wrecking type of situation. I feel like somebody's calling you a home wrecker. Group 3. Somebody's saying you're sneaky. Somebody think you a hoe. You could be a guy with this King of Wands here. You don't have to be a man, but you could have a masculine energy, a masculine approach to dating. The Fool. Somebody's saying you're not really tied down to anything. You just come and go. You wreck people's homes. I feel like they feel like you come off in one way, but really, oh, I didn't even give this disclaimer to every group. I am so sorry. This is just how they feel about you. This is just gossip. It does not have to be, if it's not true, it's not true. Okay? Don't take it personal. This is also a general reading, so it could be for anybody. All right? But this is just gossip. Okay? That doesn't define you. But the tea here is that somebody thinks that you're a hoe. And they feel like you're non-committal. You don't commit to things. You're always starting over. With the Wheel of Fortune, you get around. Okay? Two of Cups. You could be very charming. You come off very romantic. You're very good at making people feel like you like them. But they're saying you're a hoe. Maybe they could be saying that you got with somebody who was in a relationship, but it was like an affair, like a continuous thing, and you really liked that person and you didn't respect the relationship. They're talking about how you can just move on. They feel like you move on without a care. Okay? You move on without like a care in the world. You don't even think about it. Wow, this is kind of heavy. The other two groups were not like this. We have Six of Swords. The star at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. They're definitely talking about a past situation with the Six of Swords. This is something that you have put in the past, or they see you as having put it in the past, right? Because like I said, the Six of Wands, they see you moving forward without a care in the world, optimistic, you know, with no real concern for the heartache and the drama with this Ten of Pentacles reverse. You know, you have no care about that. You took your cup and you wrecked this home and you headed out, okay? Who's saying this about? Who's saying this, Spirit? Tell us. Got strength here. Too many cards. Just one card. Who's saying this about Capricorn? Eight of Swords. Interesting. Let me get one more card. Who's saying this about them? Sorry. Okay. So this is somebody that doesn't get out much. Okay. This is somebody that spends a lot of time inside. This is somebody that either you could have lived with at one point, or they lived with the other person. Okay, this is somebody who saw stuff up close and personal. With this strength card, I feel like they could be it was either somebody's roommate or somebody's best friend. I don't get a feeling of a past partner, but that can apply to some of you. But with this Eight of Swords, this is somebody who was forced to keep quiet, I'm hearing. They had to be very quiet about this. Maybe this was your past roommate and they're talking about you. Because the Tower was at the bottom of the deck. So, to me, this is in-house drama. Maybe you I'm scared to say that out loud. Maybe you slept with your roommate's, partner. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe your past roommate is saying that you got with their person behind their back. They're calling you a hoe. And they feel like you've moved on without a care in the world. And they feel kind of slighted by this. The Tower came out again. Yeah, maybe this caused y'all to have to, break up your roommate situation. Wow. They're saying they couldn't trust you. Oh. Wow, that's pretty bad. I'm not judging. I don't know who you are. And this could also not even be true. I'm judging the tea. It makes me feel sad, okay, basically. I do have some more cards. I wanted to get another deck. Ooh, the Tower just came out again. This person feels like you ruined their life, okay? Like, to them, it wasn't... Ooh, the Four of Pentacles just came out, okay? It's like, it wasn't just... I'm hearing, I can't trust you. It's like, it wasn't just that you slept with their person. This situation uprooted them, okay? They lost their relationship. They lost, their living situation. And they lost you, I'm hearing, because they felt like you were their friend. Gosh, I don't want to say again that this doesn't have to be true. This is just what they're saying, okay? I just want to talk candidly, but this Page of Swords came out. So they're holding this against you, definitely. And they keep an eye on you. They do spy and stalk, or at least when they do see your stuff, they feel some type of way about it. They feel really nasty about the situation. Interesting. We got the the Hangman. Interesting. Interesting. They stalk you because they miss you. Group 3. They stalk you because they miss you. They miss the friendship, right? They miss being your friend. They miss seeing you. They miss hanging out with this Two of Wands. They think about all the fun that y'all used to have. They want to... A part of them wants to get past this, but they feel like they can't because they don't trust you. The Four of Swords. They want to put it to rest, but they feel like if they do put it to rest while they're sleeping, you're going to stab them in the back or in the face, in the neck or something. Like, as soon as they close their eyes, you're going to kill them. I'm really sorry, Group 3. Ace of Swords, reverse. They don't have anything to say beyond that. Or rather, they don't want to talk. They think about it. They think about it. They think about reconciling, but they do not want to talk at this moment. And they feel like there's really nothing to say about this situation beyond you can't be trusted and you alone. I'm so sorry, Group 3. Let's get some advice, alright, from Spirit. What does Spirit have to say to Group 3? Can I just get one card at a time, Spirit? This says red spectrum. Okay. Let me read out the little booklet, what the red spectrum means. Passion, vitality, energy, survival, power, anger, grounding. Interesting. You know what? For some of you, this is what they did to you. And that's why they're talking about it. And that's why they, spy on you and think about reconciling, because they did this to you and you are angry at them. They know you're angry at them. That's why this Hangman's here. For some of you. For others of you, you are the homewrecker. But I do feel like they are calling you some type of names. Or I do feel like if you're mad at them, they feel like that they're some type of Casanova, and or at least they're trying to play it up, They're trying to play it up like they're actually this Casanova type person, and they're so suave, and they just get people, and they're so attractive, and you're just jealous that you can basically pick up anybody you want, and that's basically like they're coming off as this wannabe Casanova, and not really want to take accountability for this. They want to play up like you're just mad that they're so hot, you know, and they're saying like the foundations of your relationship was weak anyway, and they know you're angry at them, but even while they're saying this, they're still behind your back, watching your social media, you know, God, just thinking about if you would ever forgive them, right? They're talking all this shit, but really they're thinking about, could they forgive me? Could I? It's like they're always thinking about if they, should they, could they, you know, come in and y'all reconcile your friendship, even though they know they did you wrong. So that's for some of you. Give me some advice. Advice for people. Okay. We have the message. Positive news, positive outcome. So with this red spectrum here, I feel like Spirit just wants you to just stay focused on your purpose, you know, stand in your power, you know, put this behind you and think positively. It doesn't matter on which end you are. Spirit just wants you to, you know, just move forward with grace. Take what you needed to learn from this situation and evolve and grow and become a better person regardless. Whether that be, you know, having stronger boundaries or having more respect for yourself and others, who knows? Choice. Choice. That's deep to me, because I do feel like there are some of you on both sides of this story watching this pile, because I don't think I would have, I really feel like that first part, Spirit wanted you to hear that. And with this choice card, I feel like for everyone watching, it's a call to recognize that everyone's path is different, everyone's journey is different, and all of our journeys come with difficulties, and we make mistakes, and we will have, you know, the things one person needs to do or goes through in order to become their best self is very different from what another person has to go through to become their best self. And we have to forgive ourselves for the paths that we've chosen, I'm seeing here, because they're kind of choosing a window or a portal to go through, okay? And it's like, you know, you've chosen this path and you're continuing on it, and I'm hearing forgive what you've gone through, basically. Every aspect of it, yourself, the other person, and just continue to try to choose the right answer, right? It's like a quest in a video game where you know, you keep coming up on these choices that you have to make, or these battles that you have to do, whatever type of game you play. But, and after each one, depending on what happened, you progress. And that's just what life is. So just keep progressing and keep trying to make better decisions as you go through life, okay? And don't worry about this person. Whoever, yeah, this person saying this, if y'all are separated and you don't have to think about them, then don't. Because a situation like this, I just forget about it and pretend it never happened, if I were you. And I don't mean that in a rude way, group 3. I just mean if, you know, that's just my personality, if I'm being honest. If I go through stuff, anything like that, I'm just probably gonna take it as a lesson and just keep it pushing. That's really all you can do sometimes, you know, because, you know, drama can be deep, and some things are irreconcilable, you know. There are times when you have connections and things happen and it cannot be fixed. All right. I hope that didn't end on a sad note, group 3. But thank you so much for watching this video. And if that resonated, please give a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then go ahead and click that notification bell and subscribe to my channel. Lastly, I am open for private readings. So if you would like a private reading, the info for that will be in the description box below. All right? Bye, group 3. Oh, last but not least, group 4 with the chunky clear quartz. Okay. Let me take a sip of my tea. Oh, I need it. After doing group 3, that was some juicy gossip. Okay. But let's see what the gossip is about you, group 1. I mean, group 4. My bad. I must be tired. What's the gossip about you, group 4? It's a lot of cards. Can I just get one at a time? The Devil. Ooh. I have the Hermit. What is this? Okay, so I'm just gonna say it because this could be for somebody, but I'm hearing you watch porn a lot. Somebody's talking about you watching porn. 18 plus. But yeah, somebody is talking about you watching porn. With this Hermit here, and then the 7 of Pentacles. See how he's like looking down, but then he's like holding this pole. And so I'm just getting this. And then the Devil is here. So maybe you like to watch people do it. Let me get one more card. What's the gossip about, group 4? This is really juicy. Justice. Maybe you like to watch people have sex, like an overseer. And you like to tell them what to do. Damn. Maybe you have a lot of sex partners. You're single. Maybe you like to have orgies. Wow, this is not what I expected, okay, for the last group. None of the other group sex came out. So if you feel like this does not resonate, maybe you need to pick another group. This could be very specific. But this is coming out. And it's coming out pretty strong because I was not even thinking about anything like that. What's the gossip about group 4? Yeah, somebody feels like you like orgies with this Wheel of Fortune, alright? You like having multiple partners. You like to watch other people have sex. You could be kind of dominant, or you could be like a Page of Coins. You could be into like cuckold type stuff. I'm not judging group 4. If not, with this Justice card, you do like to be in control. I'm feeling like that's somebody who likes to, you know, tell people like what to do. Six of Coins. You're very reciprocal. I feel like you like to learn. Somebody's saying you're very good at adapting to people's needs. We have Two of Swords. Interesting. You could be into BDSM, right? I think you're into BDSM. This person is saying that you're very kinky, and they're basically telling somebody all of your sexy business, all right? Yeah, they're really telling somebody all of your sexy business, what you like to do at home, what type of porn. They probably are telling somebody what type of porn you like to watch. They're either telling somebody what type of porn you like to watch, or you actually do this stuff, and they're telling somebody you actually do this stuff. You like to dominate multiple people, or you like the idea of dominating multiple people, teaching somebody something. A lot of looking down energy. So I do feel like some of you, actually no, I think it can go both ways still. Like either some of you like to be on your knees or like to be looked down on, or some of you like to be the one looking down on others. Ooh. Seven of Swords came out. Two of Swords again. Temperance. I feel like you like to do both, alright? I feel like you're somebody who's very versatile. You can play either role. You don't have a problem with it. Because I'm getting energy here of both submission and domination. This person is definitely saying that you like a little pain. You might like to see your partners engage with other people, so definitely some cuck energy. I feel like this person is just saying like you're an all-around freak and you're very kinky. Definitely into pain. BDSM. Who is saying this? Three of Cups. Yeah, you like to have parties. Who is saying this, Spirit? Who is saying this about group 4? Who is saying this about group 4? Ten of Swords. Is this somebody from a past relationship? Three of Wands. More cards. I'm hearing this is something that just didn't work out for some reason. Let me get this other deck. Who is saying this about? We have the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody that you rejected. Or somebody, like, maybe it was something that really didn't get off the ground, right? Like, maybe you talked for a little bit, or you went on a couple dates, or hung out for whatever, and it just didn't go anywhere, it didn't work in, you know, a way that lended itself to a relationship. This person approached you, I feel like, and you were the one to kind of end things with them, and they're definitely talking. It's not clear whether you had sex with this person or not, but they definitely think they know about your sexual preferences. The Empress just came out. 3-3 could be very important for this group. But see, if you could see what I'm saying. Okay, so we have this Three of Wands right here. And this person is like praising this three in the sky. They're like bowing down. They're like hoping and praying and wishing for it. So like this is somebody who had their eye out for you, basically. They approached you. They wanted to get with you. And then right on top of it was the Empress with the three at the top, okay? So they wanted you. They thought you were so beautiful and attractive, and just like, they probably felt like you were out of their league. Oop, Three of Cups just came out. They probably felt like you were out of their league or something. They just really thought you were so amazing and attractive. But I feel like it just didn't work out. Maybe you're polyamorous or polygamous or non-monogamous, or you just don't want a relationship, and so that's why it didn't work out. Okay, maybe that's why it didn't work out. But that's what this person is saying about you. They're saying that you're super duper freaky, and that you have all these kinks, and you're into all these different... They definitely think you're into orgies. That was very strong here. And you're into BDSM and pain. You are... They're saying that you're averse. You can be dominant and submissive. They feel like you're open to trying a lot of things. And you're very good at giving and receiving. And you like having multiple partners. Very strong. Ooh. Let's get some advice from Spirit. I'm not sure how long this was, but I am getting a little tired. So let's go ahead and get some messages from Spirit. Some advice for our group 4 in regards to this. What is this? Power. Okay. I feel like Spirit is saying, if this is true for you, Spirit is saying let it be, let it not take away your power, or let it be powerful to you. I feel like for some of you, this may fuel your ego. For others, it may make you feel a little exposed. And Spirit is saying, don't let it make you feel exposed. Apprehension. Yeah. Maybe you are a bit, maybe you can be a bit self-conscious about your sexuality. You can be very, you could be the type of person where you can sometimes be insecure about being fully that way with your partners because, you know, of how they might look at you after. And it may not help that this person is basically telling your business, okay? You know, this could be about the porn you like to look at. Maybe you told them once and they're telling somebody. I feel like that is going to be true for some of you. For others, this is what you like to do in real life and they're telling somebody. Spirit is saying, don't let this be the thing that take away your power, okay? Let me get one card for advice for group 4. Apathy. Yeah, Spirit saying don't care. Don't give a fuck. Like, who cares? Apathy. Don't care. It is not important whether this person... I mean, you're definitely entitled to your privacy. But if it's already out there, Spirit is saying do not care what... this person or anyone could be saying about your sexuality. At the end of the day, nobody can know for sure. You know, not to say things have to be kept secret, and it's only all right if you can still consider it secret. But you know, your truth is your truth, and this is just one of those things that it's not even anything worth acknowledging. Basically, like Spirit is saying, don't even acknowledge this, right? Like, you know, emotionally, don't even let it touch your heart space, because this is probably the definition of petty gossip. You know, it's not conducive to any real, you know, anything. It's just people gossiping about what they hear and what they know, and it means nothing. It just goes into the ether. So Spirit's saying, like, let it go into the ether. Don't feel self-conscious about your partner's opinions of your sexuality. You know, the right person will like exactly what you like. I promise. The right person is going to like exactly what you like. And they're not going to judge you about it anyway, because y'all like the same things. And, you know, and I feel like that's a specific message for the people who do have this kind of hang up on, you know, being completely honest about their kinks and stuff. Like Spirit saying, just don't even, you know, your kinks make you special, and they make you interesting, and they make sex with you interesting. And like I said, the right person will be interested in the very interesting and fun sex that you like to have. So that's all I have for group 4. I really hope that resonated. If it did, go ahead and like the video and leave a comment. And if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then click that notification bell and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to receive a private reading, I am open for that. Information will be in the description box below. Okay? You guys, thank you so much for watching this video, group 4. I'm not sure how long it was because I had a few stops with the other groups. But I hope it wasn't too short and I hope it wasn't too long, all right?